Uncensored. You are now rocking
6-7 years.
Right,
You know,
right.
just on some underground note, just doing like a lot of DJ L's and White Owl and Big Mike. So you know, it might have seemed like I left for that, like you know, I'm saying, for all those years. You know what I'm saying? So you know, like my life part is basically just breaking down. You know what I'm saying? You know, just everything what I've been going through in my life. I'm saying a lot of people want to know that you drag. You know what I mean? You've been on the underground, on the cut. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, what's going on with you? You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, like the public ain't really get to feel you in a while. So I mean, you know, I'm just pretty much just breaking down that and like my legacy is basically just breaking down. You know what I'm saying? You know, the awareness of knowing that. You know what I'm saying? You know. It's a whole new fan base out there right now that might not know my legacy from the past. So, you know, I'm just kind of like just revamping and reamping everything right back up, like you know, you know, keeping everybody up to date. You know, like, you know what I'm saying. There's like my melody is actually the name of my daughter. You know what I'm saying, and like I dedicate this album to her. You know what I'm saying. You know, like my real name is Mel, and like I deal with music, so I named her Melody. So.
Right. So it's a part of you in a way.
Yeah.
What was going on with you for those 6 to 7 years?
I mean, you know, like I was actually trying to get out of my contract with Ruff Ryders for a long time. Like you know, we finally just agreed to, you know, me giving them this last album right here.
Right.
And like I also started my own record label too called Hood Environment and all. You know what I'm saying? So that's just what I'm pretty much just focused on right now. And like at the same time, you know, bringing the art back to the forefront. You know, where they need to be.
So what exactly was going on with Ruff Ryders where you felt compelled to try to dissolve your relationship with them? Because many who are aware of your history with Ruff Ryders feel like, okay, that was a family. Everybody was batting for them. Everybody was rooting for each other.
Well, the relationship is still good. It's just the business, like, you know what I'm saying, you know, like they had me driving albums like Sade. You know what I'm saying? You know, like once every century. So.
But Sade did very well, though.
No. She do good, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not as big as Sade.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You know, like I'm not as powerful as Sade. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know,
but the
like,
team together.
Yeah, no doubt. You know what I'm saying? But
That's
just
drag
on. Like, you know, that name is not nowhere near the level of Sade. You know what I'm saying? For me to be able to take off like 10 years or 5 years or 6 years. So I mean, you know, like ever since I started Hood Environment, like that's when, you know what I'm saying, you know, like a lot of people start hearing like a lot of my music and stuff like that. My mixtapes come out through there. And like, you know what I'm saying, I mean, you know, we still rep the Ruff Ryders. Everybody's still cool. Like, you know what I'm saying, me and Styles, we just put out a song that day.
Which we're gonna get into.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I mean, we still grinding. Just that like I'm gonna drop 1 or 2 albums a year. You know what I'm saying. You know, like that's my work ethic. So
I was actually. What was your last conversation with him?
He's good. He's chilling. You know what I'm saying. I mean, like a lot of people be like, you know what I'm saying, the X is going through turmoil. But I'm gonna let everybody know right now, like X been through way worse. Like, you know what I'm saying, like.
So what are you saying? This is nothing compared to what he's been through?
Yeah. Like this is nothing. Like X is good. He's a soldier. Like, you know what I'm saying. Like the only thing that always worried me about X is like the people he got around him. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm saying, but far as X, he's good. Like he been through way more than trouble than this. He's been through way more turmoil than this. Like, you know what I'm saying. You know, X come from nothing. So I mean, he's good.
So when you say the people around him, and maybe you can you know, explain if this is a rumor or has any validity to it. But I heard that his manager was trying to get out the situation, and he potentially somebody was trying to car bomb him, or so there's something going on.
Oh, I don't know. I never heard that.
Okay, because it just seemed like
I think I don't know. It might just be a rumor that right there.
Okay, so that just may be a rumor. It's like I don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
So I mean, when it comes to the business side now, getting back to this, because you're leaving Ruff Ryders, does that mean essentially that this Ruff Ryder compilation album will be your last as well?
I mean, you know, we still family. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, like if anybody come to the table with good business and it sound right, then we do it. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, like it's no problem. Like Ruff Ryders will still always be my family. Like, you know what I'm saying? You know, I just got my own movement, my own situation. You know what I'm saying? You know, I'm a free agent, so I'm just making sure that everybody know that I'm a free agent. And like, you know what I'm saying? I'm pretty much just focused on my career.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Now, before we get into this break, I definitely have to ask about the fam. How's Eve doing?
She good. She chilling. She
Okay.
chilling, you know what I'm saying? Like me, we be talking on Twitter and stuff like that.
We be talking on Twitter.
Yep, we talk on Twitter. I ain't gonna front, like I like the state of hip hop right now.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm glad the South is in the game where they really need to be. You know what I'm saying? Because like they was grinding for a long time. So like I'm glad the South is in the game. You know what I'm saying? Because me, like I'm all for hip hop. Like I'm a hip hop head. So like me, like growing up, I always know as the East Coast and the West Coast. You know what I'm saying? So now that the South is in the game, like you know what I'm saying? Like it means that hip hop is bigger now.
Okay.
So that's what it is.
So, who do you listen to then? Because I'm always curious for artist preferences when it comes to music.
I listen to a lot of Young Jeezy.
Really? Okay.
And Rick Ross. Plies. I listen to Fabulous.
Right. Did you listen to his mixtape? His new?
Yeah. Yep. No Doubt. The Funeral.
Okay.
My mixtape was #1 until that one dropped. Like nonsense. So crazy shout out to Fab. You know what I'm saying? I listen to Drake and the Young Money clip.
So are you a fan of that whole movement?
Yeah, I'm a fan. I'm a fan of all that.
Because not everybody is. Some people feel like they're oversaturating or,
I like it.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you're a fan of that. Now, on the other side of that
and Cash Money is also like the cousins of Ruff Ryders. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
We actually been all over the world together. You know what I'm saying? So
so there's love there.
There's love there.
Future collaborations with any of the Young Money squad?
Never know. You know what I'm saying? You never know.
How did you feel about the passing of Guru? How did that affect you?
Man, believe it or not, like I actually shed a tear in my crib. Word to my daughter. You know what I'm saying? For real. And the joint actually shocked me because I don't even really know him like that. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I just feel as though like I grew up on like as long as I know music, I always know Guru. So it's like like when he died, it actually felt as though like I lost like an uncle or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like I look up to like pioneers like that. You know what I'm saying? Like Guru and like Rakim and every beat and like Coogee Rap, Slick Rick, Big Daddy Kane. Like you know what I'm saying? So like one of them was the past. That's like an uncle to me. Like you know what I'm saying? So
okay. And I guess in the midst of all that, when his passing did happen, it kind of sparked a little bit of controversy because a friend of his, I say that kind of lightly because I don't really know what the situation was. So Lar put out a letter in regards to Gangstar and that whole situation, and basically highlighted DJ Premier as someone who was no longer affiliated with them and took him kind of out the picture in a way that most people did not feel too kindly on. Did you hear anything about that, and what are your thoughts on that? I mean, kind of following,
Like me, like I definitely, like you know, I'm saying, like I definitely wish he wouldn't have went out like that. You know what I'm saying? Because like it's just known throughout the world. Like you know what I'm saying, like how DJ Premier was really like behind him and really backing him with all the music. You know what I'm saying? Because I know rappers was like really trying to call DJ Premier. You know what I'm saying? Like, really trying to get beats, but Google was getting all of them. So like you know what I'm saying? Like I hate to see good friendship, especially like a friendship like that. I'm saying because they've been together for years. You know what I'm saying? Like really turn out like that. You know what I'm saying? You never know what happens.
Are there any artists out there that you would like to see come back full force to the level that they were on a previous time? I'm sure a lot of people like to see you back there on the forefront.
Yeah, I would like to see Ja Rule back to the forefront. Because I actually know Ja Rule. He's actually
how is he?
Dude. He's a cool, humble dude. You know what I'm saying? For like he show a lot of love, a lot of energy. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, even during my little down stage, like, he still was always showing, yo, Drag, you know what I'm saying? Come through for my video, yo, come through for that. You know what I'm saying? So, that's how I was able to come through for the New York video that he dropped. And I'm saying, he definitely showed me a lot of love in that joint. And that was just like a blessing. So, like, he's actually a cool dude. I would definitely like to see him come back to the forefront.
Right.
But,
now, on that same, point, of course, there's artists out there who don't want to see them. I mean, 50 in his own way has become a hip hop mogul. is it frustrating to see artists use their power to maybe, you know, halter another artist's reachability for, you know, for ways to say that, you know, eloquently?
No,
How do you feel about that though? The whole
I like the competition thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, like how that went. That stayed on wax. So I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like as long as it stay on wax, it's cool. You know what I'm saying? But you know, when it go like past the wax, like to the Tupac and the Biggie situation, all that, like you know what I'm saying? I mean, like I feel as though like that was devastating to the game. We definitely don't need no more of that. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
But if it happens like that, you know what I'm saying? I mean, you know, it's just up to Ja Rule to really put his foot down on his career and be like, you know what? I'm saying, you know, I'm gonna get it on back and step forward and not wait for somebody else to really put me back into the forefront. I'm saying that's what I think it is. I'm saying because Ja Rule is a powerful man. Like you found trying to say, you know, I mean, you know, like I'm also a 50 Cent fan too. Like, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, you know, like when 50 Cent was going at him, like Ja Rule was already like 9, 10, 11 million in. So, you know what I'm saying? I mean, he could have easily came back. I don't really know what happened with that.
But definitely the album we can expect close to fourth quarter, but it's done as of this time right now.
Done.
It's done.
Yeah,
signed, sealed, delivered.
Signed, sealed.
And who's featured on it? I know we got Styles, right?
No. We don't got Styles on the album.
Okay, because I know we're hearing a cut from him. So talk about what features. I mean, I'm sure some of the Ruff Ryder fam.
Yeah, we got Swiss on the album. You know what I'm saying? You know, he did a couple of beats. We got a lot of production like from Full Surface. You know what I'm saying? We got Neo the Matrix on the album. You know what I'm saying? You know, Snags the producer on the album.
Okay.
We got Avery Storm.
Okay, right.
You know what I'm saying? On the album. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that. Like the album's pretty much just like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's just bringing me back.